And I raise that interesting question because one of the witnesses on the panel with you has had questions raised by other members of the committee about his ulterior motives for being here today. And Judge Radhi, you were the top Iraqi anti-corruption official for several years. You investigated thousands of cases involving Shia, Sunni, and Kurds. And by being so persistent and even-handed, you made both friends and enemies. We've talked with many people in the U.S. government who are very proud to be associated with you. For example, Christopher Griffith is a senior advisor to the U.S. Office of Accountability and Transparency at the U.S. Embassy in Iraq, and he said this about you, quote, "I think he is the most honest government of Iraq official that I have met in my 21 months in the country. He has never lied to me. He has tried to be studiously non-sectarian in his efforts, and I have worked closely with him. And to the extent that I would trust a government of Iraqi official, I would trust him." Judge Arthur Brennan, who is the director of the Office of Accountability and Transparency in the Enemy, said this about you, quote, "Among the people that I've worked with in the U.S. Embassy, Judge Radhi had a reputation as a courageous, honest, and effective, and at least as effective as you could be under the circumstances as effective director of CPI. And of course, you know Mr. Bowen, who's sitting next to you today. When you resigned your position last month because of escalating death threats against you and your family, Mr. Bowen stated, quote, "It's a real blow to anti-corruption efforts in Iraq. He was the most prominent corruption enforcer." Mr. Bowen, do you stand by that statement today?
Yes, I do.
Last month, you were attacked by the Maliki government. Mr. Bowen, from what you know about Judge Radhi and his work in Iraq on these very important anti-corruption issues, to believe there was any merit to those accusations?
I found Judge Radhi to be my most reliable partner in carrying out my mission in Iraq. Accusations are commonplace within the Iraqi government, and I don't have any information about the merits of them.
Well, Judge Radhi, I just want to join the rest of the committee in thanking you for making the difficult journey here to share your important testimony with us. No one here understands what you've been through as a true and courageous person, standing up for truth, standing up for justice, and we appreciate your efforts and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Braley.